Hello again. I have been not very consistent with uploading videos, but I think that's okay. I've had a pretty busy time. I left my job and then I had to get rid of like my apartment and move out and everything during a fun heat wave in Berlin. And but I still I've been thinking about like what to do with this channel still. And I think from the beginning, it was clear for me that this is going to be a bit of a journey. And I probably also shouldn't start with some kind of concept that I'm like 100% going to stick to. And I had this idea for a series basically of going from the perfect day to the perfect year and having different sizes basically of like a perfect day, a perfect week, a perfect month, a perfect year, and trying to get there basically. And I guess like I was watching all these creator challenges which have been popping up in my feed about like 100K as a creator in 1 year or something like that, and I think that's a fine enough goal. That's cool. But I think that yeah, for me, like the journey about it is more interesting, and I also think, I hope, I guess, that a bit of money as well will follow, so that I can actually like do things the way that I want to do them. And I thought that this format of like perfect day to perfect year is kind of fun because like I've seen a lot of perfect day exercises, and I think that it gives you some clarity about like how you want to structure one day. And I think also that's fairly attainable. I can probably pretty easily have like one perfect day. But then when I think about like the next order up, meaning like a perfect week, then that feels like it's a little bit more complicated already. And I think that also it changes so much of what constitutes a perfect day versus a perfect week or a perfect month. I think work would probably play a very different role if you're trying to have a month that you find fulfilling and good versus if it's only one day that you're looking at. And I have no idea how long it would actually take to get to this point that I would say like, okay, this month was perfect. But I'm pretty curious about that. I think the perfect year probably going to take a while. And I think that's like a fun overarching theme actually for this channel. And I think that all the other ideas that I have, they probably play into this. So I think, in some capacity, like work is of course going to play a role, and my freedom to work on what I want to work on. I think, living sustainably or just like not harming the environment is probably going to play a role. Social life and all these things. So I think that this is probably a very cool overarching theme for the channel. And of course, I need to also figure out what even is perfect in this context, right? So I think that it's just going to require quite a bit of reflective work also, and something, yeah, beyond, I guess, like the surface level things that I usually say or that I always thought about when I was thinking of the perfect day. And I think that's going to be part of the fun, though, of this journey. And I think that it could be interesting and entertaining to watch, well, for you, and it's interesting and entertaining for me to document and like go on this journey. I think also right now, I think I don't know if it's midlife crisis, I guess, because I turned 40, but I think that this is just a good time right now. I left my job, settling into a new place, and there are a lot of things that I'm going to have to deal with and like deal with again or figure out again as well. And I think this is also a great opportunity for me to start fresh, basically, and let go of like some of the the weights, I guess, maybe that would be there if I was staying in the same place. And yeah, I think this could be very interesting, and this may be like very rambly introduction and presentation of the concept. But yeah, I think probably it's just going to be this way for a while until I have a perfect week of practicing public speaking and getting better at this. But I hope that doesn't put you off too much. And if this sounds like something that's fun, then yeah, please join along, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you in the next one.